Hi, welcome to Dice Control Dojo. I'm Phil and I practice every day and share my tips so we can all get better at the casino. We're in our consistency series. You're ready to go to Vegas in a couple weeks. What does the first week look like? Well, you hopefully worked on your grip, your turn, your backswing. Today we're talking about relaxing. What does that look like? I've been in yoga and it reiterated a lot of stuff with me I wanted to share with you. And hopefully you pick up a tip on how my yoga influences me when it comes to consistent throwing. So, what is yoga doing for me here? One, it's building my core, which is allowing me to have easy muscle on my small muscle groups and my large muscle groups. But the main thing that it does for me is makes me think about relaxing and my stance. So my stance used to be straight on. So I'd come up like this, I grab my dice, I go like this, and throw it, right? So I was trying to center myself like this, but since I've had a coaching experience, they've turned my body a little bit, like at a 45-degree angle, just a little bit. And the whole reason was that is to get my wrist to relax. And I'm telling you, from being straight on and coming around like this to just being a little bit forward, this has helped me tremendously to relax every part of me. The only thing that's not is the consistency of my stance, and I have to adapt that. So, what does that look like? So, if when you're talking about yoga's feet positions, it's a four parts of your feet. One, two, three, four is four parts, and you want those four of both feet at the when you're standing. You want both of those feet to be consistent. You want to be in the same spot each time. All right. If you're leaning one way or another and you're off centered, that may really screw up your throw. So you have to make sure you're consistently working on your stance. So when I come in and I'm starting a new stance now, I'm coming in at an angle like this, but I'm making sure both I can feel my feet are supported both ways. Now, when I'm leaning over, I want to make sure I'm still standing upright, and I have the right position so that when I grip my dice, it's the same each time. By coming in at an angle like this, I have to support it with this arm. So I can't just stay on my feet like this. I'm actually leaning a little bit over, and I may have to lean away over. So I have to make sure I'm relaxed, that my feet are relaxed, my legs, my hips, so that when I go to grab the dice and I turn, right, everything is consistently the same. So when you're talking about relaxing, the core, your legs, and your arms have to be nice and relaxed. So I have to practice that because this angle is a little bit different. So it's not the same consistently straight on. It's at a little bit of an angle, and I have to relax. The second thing to relax, breathing techniques. So you're in between throws, you got to practice your breathing. In through the mouth, nose, out through the mouth, relaxation. And remember, your breathing techniques are when you're throwing just as important as beforehand when you're trying to relax. So I get really nervous. I'm got to relax. So while the dice are going around, I'm thinking about my next bets. I'm relaxing. I have the same consistency. And in yoga, it's breathing is going to relax you in through the nose, out through the mouth. Nice deep breath. So when I'm grabbing the dice, this is a timing thing so you can relax. So I'm breathing all the way out before I grab the dice. And I'm doing the same breathing each and every time. Nice deep breath to bring it into the turn, and then a slow blow out of my mouth for the throw. If you're on an inhale or not on the exhale, if you're doing a little bit different, the tension in your chest, in your arms, in your mental game could be a little off, and it's going to make it inconsistent. So we want to be consistent. So I'm using my yoga stance, almost like I'm using a regular yoga stance to start. Then I'm breathing all the way out. Now, when you breathe all the way out, right before you grip your dice, my whole body is relaxed right now. I have a nice, relaxing breath. So that cleansing X breath. Then I grab the dice and it's a. Now, I get a nice deep breath. And when I bring it in here and I'm centered, it's a slow release of your breath through your mouth. This should apply when you're hitting a baseball, when you're golfing. Everything should be on an exhale. The reason? You're relaxed. It's relaxing you. How important it is for you to not be tense. The second your hands tense, your fingers tense, your wrist tense, elbow, shoulder, tense up, you're going to throw off and you're not going to throw consistent. We're looking for consistency. So I've been practicing. So day 4 of your 7 days, or for me, last 3 days, has been practicing that, making sure that my body is centered right here, but at an angle now, not straight. I'm at an angle. I'm getting my grip right so that my shoulders line up right, and then exhale, inhale, exhale through the throw. So that takes a little bit, and you don't want to get stressed out about your breathing. If this is something that's not for you, don't do it. I'm doing it to relax me in that I have a consistent throw every time. But if you just can't do it and you're getting way too stressed about doing it, don't do it. But I am truly in belief that if you're using breathing techniques and you're doing it throughout, nice and relaxed, you want everything to be relaxed. So if you're constantly practicing this at home, it's going to give you consistency so that when your muscle memory involves your breathing and your angle and your shoulder and your grip on your relaxed grip on the on your rack, if you can get all of this in unison, it's just like driving a golf ball. You're getting everything centered, right? You're lining it up. It's the major muscle groups that get back, the little muscle groups that take it up, and then it's your legs that are driving that club through. And while you're doing that, it's an inhale, follow through, exhale. It's the same thing in this. This is a mini golf course right here. And I'm trying to drive this ball 250 yards straight as an arrow, right? And I'm trying to land it right on the green and get in that hole. Just like that. So there's no difference. So why would you not practice relaxing and breathing in dice control as you would in golf, as you're doing with a basketball throw, as you're doing with a baseball swing? You're going to do the same thing each and every time. Your coaches and your mentors, let's get that breathing down. Let's get that relaxing down. Let's get that all going so that it's consistent. I'm breathing out the same way so my muscles stay consistent and it relaxes you. And that's important for your throat. Everything's got to be in unison. And you cannot just walk into a casino and do that without practice. So, the last few days I've been doing nothing but breathing, not worrying about what the throw looks like, but more about inhale, right? Nice exhale and throw. So that's been giving me my consistency as we move forward. So thank you for joining me today. Join me next time where we're going to dissect the throw. What does that look like? How do we get this consistent? I already told you about making sure this muscle's the only one that's working on your back throw. So what does a consistent throw look like? Join me tomorrow. As always, we don't talk about betting strategy because I know that if you get all of this consistency down right, you're going to throw for a long, long time.